Jasmine with another video in full effect, honey. So today I just want to talk about the other woman in a relationship. I feel like it's such a relatable topic. There's so many people currently going through this. There's so many people who've been through this already. And I feel like it would hit home for a lot of people. Really quickly, guys, please, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. And let's get started, people. So a little background on me. For those of you guys who don't know, I was in a relationship for 7 years with a man that I thought was the love of my life. I thought he was going to be my husband. I thought we were going to have another child because I have a child already. But I thought we were going to have more kids together. I thought it was going to be happily ever after vibes. We hit the 5-year mark. I got bored because the relationship was stagnant. He was content with just being with me. And I wanted more than that. So I cheated on him. And we were able to reconcile our relationship after I cheated, but it was never the same after that. And he cheated back on me. So I found out about the other girl he was dealing with. I was 27 years old. I will never forget this. I found out about the other girl he was dealing with after I asked him to see his phone. I went through it. I saw a text. I saw pictures, everything. He eventually admitted it, and I was distraught. I was crying. I was upset, blah, 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 the works. I found out the girl, I was able to match one of the pictures that he had in his phone to a picture on a girl on Instagram, and I was able to find her Instagram name. So I hit her up. You know, I was coming to her as a woman, as we always say. I hit her up and I was coming to her as a woman, trying to find out what was going on, because he was lying. He wasn't telling me the whole story. And we ended up going back and forth because our energies didn't match. And I still continued to deal with him. After I still stayed with him, I was trying to stand my ground. I was thinking, there's no way this girl is about to come in the situation and mess up what we got going on. We've been together for 6 years. At this point, we've been together for 6 years. We have a strong foundation. He loves me. I love him. We have a strong connection. He said it's not that serious. I was banking on his every word, which was a major mistake. And you know where that left me? Picking up the pieces with a broken heart and moving on eventually. So I one day asked him, we were on the phone, and I asked him, so why don't you just admit that that's your girlfriend? My mindset was, as long as you don't admit that that she's your girlfriend, I'm still in the running. I'm still in the clear. Even though I've already seen multiple pictures on your phone of her naked or, whatever, sexually suggestive text messages. I've seen it all. You're still telling me it's not that serious, and the evidence is saying otherwise, and I'm still here dealing with you. And there's a meme. I don't know if you guys know, but it's a meme on like social media, and it says, when God's trying to remove someone from your life, they'll continue to hurt you, or he'll continue to make them hurt you until you're strong enough to let them go. And in this situation, that's exactly what happened, because I was thinking, like I said, that our 7 years foundation was gonna outweigh everything else, and it didn't, because they continued growing their relationship, and he ended up being with her at the end of the day. So I asked him one day, back to my story when we were on the phone, I asked him why he didn't just tell me or admit that that was his girlfriend, and he said, I don't know. And I was like, so is that your girlfriend? And he was like, yeah, that's my girl. And I was done. I was like, okay. I hung up the phone and I was like, you know what? I'm done with him. I'm done with this situation. No more. He ended up coming back about a month later. We started doing our thing again. After I did not speak to him for a whole month, he came back. We ended up doing our thing again. And then I remember one night, because he came back in June. This was in 2018. He came back in June. We dealt with each other till about August. Then I remember I called him one night, or I sent him a text, and he texted me back and said, oh, I'm with her, or something like that. And then the next day, he was like, oh, don't call me or text me. Let me call and text you because you never know when I'm with her. I went off because I don't play them side chick games. I do not play those games. And that was subsequently when I cut him off. Ultimately, I mean. I cut him off. And I was done with that situation. So to reevaluate the whole situation and where I went wrong, and ladies, I hope that you definitely take some pointers out of my story and take this advice if you're in this situation or if you know somebody who's going through it. The first mistake, the major mistake that was made in this situation, once you find out that there's another woman in the picture, I feel like that is the best time to dismiss the man and let him go on about his business. I say this all the time, and I will say this again. When you are in the situation wrapped up and you're cheating and you're dealing with someone else, you have to get that other person out of your system, because you're not going to be able to be completely committed. Even if you do want to reconcile with, your ex or the person you were with before the new person, you have to get the new person out of your system, because you're not going to be able to give the old person 100%, and you're going to continue to go back and forth. So I feel like the best thing to do once you find out that there's another woman in the situation, send that man on his way. Aside from all of that, self-love and self-worth wise, you deserve more than a man that is going to blatantly do him. Like, he's going to continue to deal with you and her as long as you allow it. And you're allowing it by staying. He's not going to find anything wrong with it if you don't find anything wrong with it. So you're allowing it by staying with him and saying, it's fine, baby. Go ahead, do you. Deal with her and come deal with me. That's the first mistake. And maybe it's a personal preference, but I don't understand people who are okay with that. Like I said, self-love and self-worth alone, you should not allow the man to win, because for as long as he's dealing with you and dealing with her, and as long as he's having his cake and eating it too, he's winning. So that is the first step, the first pointer. The second pointer, another major one. Do not go to the other woman when you find out about her. It is not on her, ladies. I feel like the only time it is appropriate to go to the other woman in a situation like that is if she knew that you and that man were together. If it's your friend, if it's your cousin, and she knew that you and that man were together. Other than that, check your man. Do not check the other woman. It's unnecessary to go to her and try to figure out what's going on or whatever. Because if your energy doesn't match her energy, it's going to go left real quick. And a lot of times, that's what ends up happening. It goes left unnecessarily. You don't have to hit the girl up on Instagram, make your presence be known. You don't have to send little slick shots. You don't have to do any of that. For all you know, that other woman knows nothing about you. Because people lie. So the man in that situation could have lied and said, I don't have anybody. I'm not dealing with anybody. I'm single. Check your man. Do not go to that other woman. It's not necessary. So those are two major ways that I could have dealt with the situation differently. And, you know, given the circumstance, again, I would definitely do it better. And you know, knowing what I know now and being older, I would definitely go about the situation different. And I hope that anyone in this situation, I know it's a lot easier said than done, but once you find out, it's best to just leave, ladies. It is best to just leave, because you deserve so much more than somebody who's gonna just try to manipulate you and manipulate the situation. They're only gonna do what we allow them to do. Men are only gonna do what we allow. So, all of that being said, we gotta do better, ladies. We have to definitely be stronger and not allow situations with the other woman. Just like I said, for self-love and self-worth, and just overall for peace of mind. That situation will drive you insane when you know your man is dealing with somebody else. Because every time he walks out that door, you're going to think, is he going to see her? Is he with her? Is he around her? When you can't reach him on the phone, is he with her? Is he around? Why? Is it worth it? It's not. It's not worth it at all. But definitely stop trying to check the other woman too. And if you are the other woman, like I said, if you find out that you are the other woman, it's best to get out, ladies. Because the whole situation could blow up in your face if you stay around thinking, oh, well, I have a foundation with this man and there's no way that our vibe is going to let him leave me, or whatever the case may be. And then he leaves you. And then you're upset and you're distraught. So that's all I got, guys. I hope you enjoyed my story. I hope you loved this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And if you're not following my page on Instagram, you can hit me up at love underscore the letter N underscore lust underscore and that's it. Bye, guys.